Hi, this is Nathan. I'm an EET439 microcontroller application and design, and I'll be working on experiment number 2 today. And today's date is June 17th, 2023. So for this experiment, the microcontroller and its ports are going to be tested. And so this will consist of the code for the microcontroller being modified to either turn on ports 1 and 2, 2 and 3, or 1 and 3. And when these ports are modified in the code, it will be downloaded to the microcontroller. And those ports on the microcontroller are going to be connected to external LEDs. And the code is written so that those LEDs will alternate on and off. So when the code is modified and it turns the LEDs on and off, that will show that the microcontroller works as it should and as designed. So now here's a demonstration. Okay, here's the construction of this circuit. So the LED has a positive and negative coming off of it, and this connects to positive and ground wires that go to the microcontroller. This is the input. It shows P3.1 and the ground wire for the LED, and the same for port 1. There's a positive going out to the LED, and then there's a ground wire coming back to the ground of the microcontroller. Okay, so before running the experiment, we'll go over the code that's involved. This header file was added to this project. Additionally, the source file for lab 2 was added to the project, which will allow the microcontroller to run this code. Okay, here is the code demonstrating how the circuit operates. So we will turn this code on, and so now it's running in the microcontroller. And as you can see here, there's LED 1 and LED 2. So LED 1 corresponds to port 1.1, and LED 2 goes with port 3.1. And so this can be seen on the microcontroller. There is port 1.1, as you can see, this solid orange wire, and then there is port 3.1 with this solid brown wire. And so, as shown before, they connect to these LEDs here. And so this one is LED 1, and this one here is LED 2. And so port 3.1 is controlling this, turning it on, and port 1.1 controls this LED, turns it on. So it's a little bit difficult to see, but this LED is turning on and off. You can see it faintly. And the same with this one here. This one turns on and off. And so that's the demonstration. And if I go back here and I turn the code off, then as you can see here, the LEDs no longer alternate. However, if I toggle this back on, you will see a faint light showing that the LED is working. And the same with this one here. It's turning on and off. And so here is the demonstration of how it works. Okay, to conclude this experiment, my findings are that the experiment went very well. All the ports on the microcontroller work and they function. And that is ports 1, 2, and 3 on the microcontroller. And they've been tested in combinations of 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and ports 3 and 1. So all those ports work and they can alternate LEDs. So for future experiments, there should be no issue using those ports to turn on different input devices. And everything has worked well for this experiment. So I look forward to the next one.